Are these better than the Kobe 4s? Let's find out. What's up guys, Vinny here with Sneaker Tweaker and welcome back to another video. Today we have the performance review on the Nike Book 1. Now, a lot of people do tout these as, a Kobe 4 replica or a Kobe 4 reincarnate. And some people, like to say these are better than the Kobe 4s. And we'll find out those reasons and if they truly are better than the Kobe 4s in just a second. Before that though, I do want to say, if you do love content like this and you do want to support our channel and help keep the content coming and help keep this channel alive, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video or the one after that, and go ahead and comment on the video so that way we can actually have this video show up on the feed and just it'll help us keep the channel growing and help us produce more and more content. Now, the Book 1s do have a lot of great things, but also a lot of not so great things. So, as always, let's start off with the traction. Book 1 features a herringbone traction pattern, very reminiscent, for those of you that obviously know, of the Air Forces. I mean, the Book 1s do look like Air Forces as well, and for whatever reason, people like to compare it to the Kobe 4s, which I see it, but I also don't see it, Traction though works amazingly. I absolutely loved it, and I would say it's probably the biggest highlight of the shoe. However, even playing indoors, particularly on the outer sides of the shoe, I do already have a good amount of fraying, and the more I play in it, the more it'll probably fray. I don't know if this is the best shoe to take outdoors because even though the grooves are thick and deep, they also seem pretty pliable. Again, you can probably take these outdoors, but most Nike shoes that are not the EP versions aren't ones that I generally recommend taking outdoors, just because Nike isn't known to make the most durable shoes, unless I guess you're going more towards their budget shoes. This one is no exception in my book, pun intended. However, it is, I guess, one that you could essentially take outdoors just because the grooves are pretty thick. Even if it is wearing down, it'll still last you a decent amount of time. Again, traction worked really well. Dust collection, it does collect a decent amount of dust. However, I didn't notice that it affected any play for me or any of my, actual traction performance. But dust is super easy to wipe off. Just one quick wipe and it's gone. And then as far as feedback, you do get a good amount of feedback. These do squeak decently loud. So for those of you that do like that feedback, it will be there. As for the cushion, the Book 1s, I guess this is where they really kind of are similar to the Kobe 4. They do feature a heel zoom unit and then a Cushlon midsole. Now, I will admit that the cushioning setup is a little bit better than the Kobe 4, and that's because the Kobe 4 features, in some instances, Lunarlon, and then I think in the Pro they actually had Phylon and not Lunarlon. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I might be remembering it wrong, but I think it is Phylon now. However, overall, I would say the cushion is pretty similar feeling, even though this is Cushlon, and it is pretty caged Cushlon, so you're not going to feel the Cushlon the way you're supposed to. You can press on it on the medial side right here, and it does compress nicely. However, on the lateral side, it's pretty firm, so there isn't really too much room for it to compress and give you that feeling. Zoom unit, you do feel a little bit. I didn't feel it too much, and I'm a little bit bigger, and I do have a little bit more weight I'm putting onto it. And normally I'm able to feel it, but in this case I wasn't able to feel it, which is really weird because a lot of other instances I'm able to feel zoom where other lighter players aren't. But in the Book 1s, I didn't really feel it too much. So the cushion is decent. Not my favorite, but it gets the job done. So for those of you that, like a more minimalistic, responsive, low to the ground cushion, these will be it. You do get a good amount of court feel as well. So definitely, it's not a bad setup by any means. It's an okay setup in my book. Yes, pun intended again. As for sizing, for me, I did go true to size and that worked well for me. A lot of people have mentioned that, it is super snug and they may have had to go up half a size. For me, it worked really well just going true to size. And I'm a slightly wide footer to medium footer. Take that as you will, but I have seen also narrow footers, or I guess other medium footers, not narrow footers, say that they wish they went up half a size. For me, it worked well. I just also took the time to break it in. A lot of people don't, and they just say based off their initial wear. Not to say that they don't take the time to break it in, but just based off their initial wear. For me though, I did go true to size and it worked well for me. It was pretty snug in the beginning, but it broke in. As for the materials, I feel like this is where the Book One really shines, are the materials. So you do have, I guess, this one in this colorway. This is the Mirage V2 colorway. It's a suede upper or nubuck upper, and that essentially goes throughout most of the shoe. And then you do have, for me, this kind of like feels like felt. So, and then you do also have this synthetic leather. The materials feel really, really nice. The collar, or I guess, yeah, the collar area is also well padded. And then the tongue is nice and cushioned. So lace pressure, all of that is going to be good. But you know, a lot of people do say the durability is super nice too because the materials are more durable. I won't agree with that necessarily, just because from my experience, and obviously if you guys can see right here, one, there's a nice deep cut from playing. It's not a big cut, but there's also already a nice big cut right here on my toe cap area. And then right here on the medial side, this material's already starting to wear down and wear down quickly. So would I say the materials are premium? Yes, I would. They do feel nice. However, I wouldn't say that they're going to last very long. You don't really get a shank plate in this either, at least not that I can feel, but you do get a lot of other things that are really nice. However, I wouldn't say, again, the materials are the most durable. The heel tab is pages of a book, which, you know, book one. And then also on here you do have his birth year, which is 1996, and feels super old because, you know, I'm 4 years older than the guy. Overall though, I wouldn't say it's terrible for a first signature shoe. It's pretty solid. It's just not my taste or something that I really like. Is it better than the Kobe 4? No. A lot of people will say it is because it's more available, or, you know, the materials are more premium. However, I look at it more as the performance aspect. I like the Kobe 4s because the upper is lighter generally. There's less going on, so it's breathable, lighter, and then I still think the traction works just as well, if not better. I would say more just as well, work pretty damn similarly. And then just the Kobe 4s feel more minimalistic and just a better hoop shoe to me. Again, everyone's going to have their different experiences with it. That's my opinion, that's my experience. I just don't think it's fair to say, you know, the Book Ones are better because of availability. I base it strictly off of performance, whether, you know, one shoe is $300 and one is $100, and if they perform similarly, the $100 shoe is better. Or if the $300 one performs slightly better, the $100 is still better because it's cheaper and more available. I'm still going to say the $300 shoe is better, but I will tell you the price difference so you guys can make the judgment for yourself and just decide which one to get. I'll still say the Kobe 4 is better. However, these are a solid performer. Now, for the weight on the Book One, in a size 9, these do come in at 12.5 ounces, which not bad at all. I honestly was expecting it to be a little bit heavier, but for everything that's on here, it's a decent weight. I would say it's right around the medium for the size 9 range. And then for the price, this colorway in particular did come in at $140, and I think that's pretty universal with most of the colorways, between $140 to $150. It is a more expensive debut signature shoe compared to others that we've seen, such as the Sabrina one, Tatum one, what's the other one, Jaw one. And for me, I think those shoes, short of the Tatum one, I think Sabrina ones, the Jaw ones perform better, and then the A ones definitely perform better. $20 cheaper and a better shoe. So, you know, people are gonna say something else, but I test out a ton of shoes. I've gone through many brands, and for the price and the performance, they don't correlate for me. Now, a lot of people also ask us where we get our basketball socks from. The answer is from Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as one pair of Nike Elite socks. The ones we have are these 2 muted colors, which the white one and the black one, and they are quarter length. So if you guys like quarter length, they have them available in that, but they also have them in the high top version. Like I said, they come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as the Nike Elites, and these are pretty much the same thing, but without the Nike branding. They're cushioned, they're ventilated, and they're amazing socks, and they last a long time. If you guys do want a pair, hit the link in our description down below. and go grab yourselves a pack. Not a pair, grab yourselves a pack. If you guys have played in the book ones already, let me know your experience down below. If there are any other shoes you guys would like me to review, again, comment down below. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.